we're getting Zero Dawn Remastered this October. In this video, I'm gonna show you 3 things, and I'm gonna provide you time codes so you can skip to the parts you want to see. 1. My reaction to the LEGO Horizon release trailer. 2. My reaction to Zero Dawn Remastered trailer. And 3rd, I'm gonna share my thoughts and a little reflection about what I think about the remastered. This is gonna be a positive review of the Zero Dawn Remastered trailer. I am a big fan of Horizon and I love the developers, and I think this remastered is deserved because we are getting a lot of stuff that I didn't expect. What we can do for now is to go into it with an open mind and wait for the release date and see for ourselves how the remastered version actually is. There are probably some unfinished scenes in the trailer and it's probably gonna look better when we have the actual game. But either way, I think it's gonna be a very successful remaster and I'm definitely gonna buy it. It's coming out on PlayStation 5 and PC. And if you already have a version on PlayStation 4 or PC, you can upgrade it for $9.99. For disc owners, you have to have the disc inserted into PlayStation 5 the whole time you're playing and to get the upgrade. If you have neither of those, you can buy the game for $49.99 in PlayStation Store. Pre-orders are starting October 3rd and the game launches on Halloween, October 31st. Horizon Zero Dawn is made by Guerrilla and the remastered is provided by Nixxes. Thank you all for doing this, and let's head into the video.
Whoa, look at those choppers! Okay, trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started. A hunter with a mysterious past and her, very heroic friends are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable evil.
Oh, wow.
Join them as they explore, hunt, collect wacky outfits, and decorate their village.
Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more. With the digital deluxe edition,
Oh my
you get
gosh.
this exciting blue roller thing. That's snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Stalwart
Yeah.
outfit. And this, I don't know what that is. That or that. Or why they're climbing in that cannon. But look how much fun they're having. Come and join the party in Mother's Heart. Phew, got it all in.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
November 4th!
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. We are so excited for everyone to get their hands on LEGO Horizon Adventures when it launches on November 14th.
Yes!
And Aloy has more good news on the horizon.
Yes, she does! That is so insane.
Let me tell you what's out there. Vast reaches of wilderness. Untamed. Majestic. But lethal. It belongs to them. The machines. When they told me to raise you, I didn't ask questions. Always you pushed for answers. Pushed yourself
What?
to the edge.
Whoa! What?
If you hunt these wilds, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how clever, you will become the hunted.
There's a threat to us all. Men in masks, raising up ancient machines. And I've seen their leader.
Kill her.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
Let us see him! Let us see him on!
Answers
Let us see him on!
for enduring.
Oh my god!
He always does.
Oh my god!
You are a wonder.
That's so cool! Holy crap! Oh, let us see!
What is it?
Oh, look
The
at
end.
him!
Or how it begins, anyway.
God. Whoa!
There's so much more to discover
Oh, wow!
before the world ends.
Oh, that's so smooth.
PlayStation.
Dude, what This is so different. We have to see it again. What, are you kidding me? It's so... I don't know. I have conflicted feelings. This is a brand new game. What is going on right now?
To the edge.
Oh my gosh. It's so smooth. I mean, oh, wow, that was pretty perfect comparison. Wow. That original new. I guess her skin is pretty smooth in the first game, so I don't have anything to say about her skin actually. And the incredible lighting that's happening here in the background, well, in this one, and the texture of trees and the bright colors, it's even more. The old one is more foggy in the background, right? You don't see that much, but in the new one, you do see a lot more texture and a lot more details, which I love. Her hair is still gorgeous. They even made it more gorgeous. Like, I really like her hair in the first game. And this is pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. She has more muscles here than she does here. I heard rumors that they were gonna make the remastered very similar to Forbidden West, and I think they've managed that pretty well because this is a brand new game, and I did not expect that from a remaster actually. Like, you can see more of her facial expressions now, especially in this clip, because here she's like barely smiling, and here you have more of it. Oh man, the more I look at it, the more I like it. Now it looks more and more like Aloy. The first seconds there, she didn't. She did not look like Aloy, but now she does. Very pretty. Aloy has always been pretty. But let's talk about Rost. He looked super different. Rost looks very different. Wow. It's not that sharp details anymore. That's the feeling I get from it. It's very smooth.
Always you pushed for answers.
It's insane though how different she looks, like a child.
No matter how clever.
Oh, look at the machines. I mean, the machines is just gorgeous. I love how much she wore the Karja outfit. That's crazy cool. Oh, I'm looking forward to Frozen Wilds.
There's a threat to us all. Men in masks, raising up ancient machines.
So Aloy's voice here also sounds very different. But how can it be? So my first thought was that maybe Ashley Birch had been recording all of her dialogue lines again. But that doesn't make quite sense. I don't know how they do it in the gaming industry, but maybe she did it. Maybe they have done some work with the audio here. Because if there is anything Zero Dawn definitely needs a little improvement with, it is the sound. Some dialogues that Aloy has in some certain scenes, especially main quest perhaps, and I hope to see that they maybe improve the volume in the sounds here. And maybe they have then tweaked Aloy's voice to be a little louder and maybe a little more, well, stronger. It feels a little stronger. This again sounds very like Forbidden West Aloy. Oh my god. Holy crap. It's so good. She looks so good. Oh my god. Look at Helis. Like, wow. You have to look at it, Helis. The comparison here. Wow. Yeah, I like I like that he has a very good upgrade here. His eyes in Zero Dawn has always been a little off to me. So now it's even more creepy, but I like it. Oh, he's here. Ah, they changed his hair? Interesting. Oh. Everything is just more clear. Maybe it's just this angle, I'm not sure. Now you can even see the face of the guards behind here. Oh no, that's insane. Wow.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
Oh, look at Meridian. Holy moly, it's gonna be so beautiful to explore Meridian. I want. Wow.
We need answers. For enduring.
Wow. Wow. New conversation mocap and improved cameras. Let's go! This was actually a thing I was hoping for, but in my mind I was like, ah, this can't happen. How do they do that? But this is insane! Look at Petra! Who is this? Wow, that threw me off. That really threw me off. Who is this? Wow. Oh my gosh. Her brown eyes is green now. Or do they just look brown here? I'm not sure. What? It's so good. It's so good. Horizon fans, I know we have to adapt to this. We have had Zero Dawn for a long time and we adore the graphics there is already. It's amazing. But when we get something like this and it's so good, we just have to embrace it in the best way here. What is there to criticize other than our own adaptment here? This is very new, but again, like, we are so lucky to have new mocaps, conversation, and improved cameras. It's gonna look so good. Think about your favorite character in Zero Dawn. They're gonna look so much better already, and they already look good. They're gonna be so much cooler. And everything is gonna be so much smoother and beautiful. How can we not like that? I, for once, love it though. I am super biased, of course, in this opinion. But again, like, we are super lucky. This is pretty good though. We already see Aurea here from Frozen Wilds. And she looks super good already in Zero Dawn, the original. Because they already did some improvements between the original game and the DLC. So this, like, this just shows that they don't have to do much with Aurea or Frozen Wild perhaps, but they're probably not done with it. But it looks kind of unfinished here with her, with the lights on her arm here and her neck, maybe, or maybe it's supposed to look like that, but in the original it looked much more intertwined in the skin. Like, you can really see it, so maybe they have more adjustments to do here. It really doesn't look quite finished here, and that is okay. They will probably fix that. Awesome.
What is it?
This is pretty good. I think there are some scenes of Aloy that looks very out of place or very different. But then you have this scene where you have an up-close portrait almost with her, and you see the textures in her face, and the improvements are just much more clear here. And here she looks like the old Aloy, especially because we get to see her beautiful eyes. Nah, I really like this. Avad looks pretty good. He looks exactly like he does in West. Whoa, look at them here. Now, she even have the outfit here from Forbidden West. She looks exactly like Forbidden West Aloy here. That's crazy cool.
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
Oh, wow. And then... Oh, I didn't even see the release date. October? It's awesome. Some people are gonna play Dragon Age. I'm gonna play Horizon Remastered. Wow. It's really amazing to hear Silence voice again, Lance Reddick. I wonder how they will do Silence. Okay, let's talk about the new art here. That is pretty good. Look at all the new characters on the front page here, because she has always been alone on that front page there, and now she's just surrounded by more characters. It's a bit different. Yeah, now she's surrounded by very interesting people. Well, actually, just Nil here is very interesting to me that they have pointed out. Let's go, Nil fans. And we have Ross there, and that makes me so happy and so sad. This is just gorgeous. It makes sense to make this because now it suits Forbidden West, where she also surrounded. She has the same... but it also... I kind of like that she was alone on the front page. It kind of suited kind of her personality or character arc in the first game. But that is okay. I really like this as well. We didn't get to see Talana. I wonder how she looks. Okay, I really like that we have 3D audio support now and dual sense haptic triggers. That is awesome. They really are taking advantage of the PlayStation 5 system, and they ought to do it. They deserve to do that. Here they are taking advantage of it and improving the game that they already have made so perfect. And now they're just taking advantage of it and embracing what technology there is now. And they have the possibility to make this. And again, we are so lucky that we can have this. And especially if you're like me and loves improvements in games. I think it's mostly because I have such a connection to the game. And I love to just see it taken up a notch with more beautiful graphics. I just love when we can embrace technology on this point. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have a little hard time adjusting to this. But I don't think it's gonna take long. I am gonna love this right away when I play it. And it's gonna feel like a brand new game. And I am really excited about that actually, because I love Horizon so much. And this feels like I am getting more of it, even though it is the same game. But there are just so many new things. And it makes me a little intrigued to go and explore all of the same quests again, just to see how they have improved it, how they have embraced the new technology that we have, and just given and presented it to us. There are so many quests I'm looking forward to, and I really hope the audio improvement is gonna be better, and I'm really looking forward to new character mocaps. That's gonna be awesome. They have given us so much here. And it's gonna be so nice to play it on actually PlayStation 5, actually made for PlayStation 5. Because we have the opportunity to play Zero Dawn on PlayStation 5, but it's not the same. It is a PlayStation 4 game. Now they are actually making it to PlayStation 5, and they are proving that with giving us like 3D audio, dual sense haptic triggers, and upgrading the graphics. And we are getting it so soon, y'all! And I was hoping actually for a little collector's edition again. But I guess they can't do that. But I would have bought everything. Give me everything. I have no problem buying this game. Because I love Horizon so much. I love the developers behind it. I'm really looking forward to this. It's gonna be amazing. I think we can do this. Again, this is a win for us Horizon fans. There was so many feelings here. Stay nerdy, stay emotional, and thanks.